Pancreatic lipase in the small intestine is the principal enzyme that will break down triacylglycerol to produce monoacylglycerol and two fatty acids. The latter, smaller molecules derived from triacylglycerol, can now be absorbed by the intestinal mucosa. The absorbed lipids, the fatty acids and monoacylglycerol inside the intestinal mucosa will then get reassembled into a triacylglycerol molecule, very similar to the ones that originated in the lumen of the small intestine. Of our dietary intake, triacylglycerol and other lipids are unique in the sense that they are digested, then reassembled inside the intestinal mucosa before they can be released into the bloodstream to provide nutrients to the rest of the peripheral tissues. Inside the intestinal mucosa, the resynthesized triacylglycerol is then repackaged with phospholipids, some cholesterol ester, and ApoB48 apoprotein into a lipid particle known as chylomicron. Chylomicrons are lipid particles assembled in the intestinal mucosa, and their composition reflects the composition of our dietary lipids. They're 85% triacylglycerol and about 15% of cholesterol esters and phospholipids. The apoprotein ApoB48 helps in the release of chylomicrons into the lymph and eventually the bloodstream. During their passage in the bloodstream, chylomicrons are acted upon by lipoprotein lipase associated with the endothelial wall, releasing three fatty acids which are picked up by neighboring tissue. Fatty acids released from triacylglycerols within the chylomicron are taken up by the surrounding tissues for either use of those fatty acids in metabolism or storage of those fatty acids in the form of triacylglycerol. The majority of dietary tags, excess dietary tags, are stored in adipose tissue. In fact, 90% of the adipocyte mass is in the form of triacylglycerol. As such, the composition of tags stored in adipocytes are going to resemble or reflect those tags present in chylomicrons, and the tags in chylomicrons in turn reflect the composition of our dietary fat intake. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you.